If you are a retailer, without Ariadne, the only data you have to analyze is your sales data, and maybe in the best case, you have some store visitation. We can provide catchment area analysis for your expansion manager, passerby and turn-in rate for your store manager, customer conversion for your marketing manager, product visitation for your operation manager, cross-selling, loyalty, and the sales data that you traditionally have. Even if you do these analytics and you do them manually, I hope that you have wondered how painful it is to stand outside of the store and manually count people pass by, or how many people stop in the shopping window, or following people and trying to note how they move inside the store and what they touch or where they stay, or mapping your sales data on a map. It takes a lot of effort, which we can do for nothing. Store design can affect your sales. And I will start by the catchment area, focusing more on the expansion manager. The problem here is we want to lease this store, or we want to bring people from different postal codes. Thanks to our partners, we have data not only from what our device generates, but also city data. Data from phones are collected through SDK by following consent process. Here you see, for example, the city of Philadelphia in the United States. And this data can be used to better target specific postal codes through billboards, for example. And a scenario here from California store, we set up these billboards around the state with a specific advertisement. And now we can analyze people from different postal codes visiting the store. What is the population of each postal code by census data? How many people from each postal code visit the store from the data that we have? And what is the average income from each postal code from census data? So we are able to identify how far somebody is traveling to reach the store and what is the weighted income of the people who are your visitors, who are visiting the store. With this configuration, we have a 7.4 miles weighted average distance from people to visit the store, and $36,000 average income. With this configuration, we have 10.2 miles, so longer distance, but we increase also the average income to $41,000. And this configuration increases the weighted average income to $51,000, and it decreases the distance. So this is even better. And this one here, I believe we kind of nailed it. We have 3.6 miles catchment area and $65,000 average weighted income. Probably this is what the marketers already say. The question is, does it mean anything? Does this reflect reality? Does it reflect to my sales? Because we have data from both, we can see whether this is true or not. For example, this setup with 7.4 miles, 36,000 weighted average income. The period of this marketing, the store was generating profit of 4.663 per day. This is 10.2 miles, 41,000 average income, and the store was generating 5.6K profit per day. This is 5.2, 61K, 6,000 profit per day, and 3.6, 65, and the store was generating 7.6 thousand US$ per day. So there is a trend. So practically, I can predict by simple data what is going to be the income of the store without even looking into the sales. This is a feature that we provide, and we only charge for this $3,000, 3,000 euro, and you can start for a month and stop it. So you don't have any commitment for this. For the second feature into the pipeline, into the funnel, is the passerby, and how can I turn people who pass by into customers? We have this use case where we had this store. This is a cake shop. It is in a luxury area, in a luxury place. And we did an analysis without knowing what we are going to find. The first finding was that the store was closing before, but people continuing passing by. maybe considering extending the opening hours. Additionally, the passerby doesn't seem to affect the people entering. You see here with green line, you see the people pass by the store. With yellow, you see the people enter the store. In an ideal world, you should be able to see a trend. So when the passerby increasing, you should see the visitors in the store being increasing, but this doesn't happen. And the third observation, the most popular product in the store is located in the store. So better place this product in the shopping window and have passerbys looking at it, enter the store. The opening hours extension brought 5% more visitors. We have the passerby stabilize ratio to 40%, which is very high. And we have 67% conversion rate from passerby to sales. The next feature is customer conversion. The complaint here is from managers. They cannot bring more customers. No, it's not an online store. Everybody says, we are not an online store to pay more in Google and bring us more leads to our website. My response, I wish that this is the problem from online businesses, because everybody is fighting on how can I increase the duration that somebody stays. Either this is a physical or this is a digital store, because the fact that somebody comes doesn't mean they are going to buy. But what we should do is we should consume as much as we can to bring people in the store, and then try to generate as much from every individual visitor. If you are familiar, is the McDonald's trick. McDonald's is widely known that they don't generate revenue from hamburgers. The revenue they generate from burgers, they don't generate profits. The revenue they generate from burgers, they use it to bring people as a marketing budget. And they generate revenue by upselling, by the potatoes, by the Coca-Cola, etc. There is a trick in the physical business. I don't know if you know this. It comes with different names. Some people, they call it open the wallet area. Some people, they call it add-ons. And this is usually small products. They are very hard to pass because they are very cheap and very useful. They pile them in order to make this phenomenon, in order to make them feel cheap. And the idea, and the reason why they call it open the wallet is because when the visitor decides to open the wallet, so becomes customer, they tend to consume more. So the earlier somebody realizes that they are going to go to the cash register and pay, they tend to buy more. Now the question is this really working, and can we improve it? We have done this with many customers. We have analyzed this with many customers. I have a few indicative floor plans here. So the location of open the wallet area in this customer or add-on is in 22 meters distance from the entrance. This is the entrance. Topological distance is 22 meters. But the customer is experiencing 60 meters because they have visited this area during their exit of the building. Here it's in the middle of the store almost, so in 30 meters distance. So this is a store where the customers visit from the left, and they do indeed experience about 30 meters as well. This is almost in the end of the store, and the customers experience 53 meters to reach the first product, the first useful product. And in this store, it is in 22 meters. This is the fastest we have seen. Now the question is this working? Is it affecting my sales indeed? Is this theoretical concept really working? Let's compare these stores that I present to you. So this is 60 meters distance to meet the product, and we have a basket size of two products, 1.9. This is 53 meters, and we have three products, basket size. This is 29 meters, and we have 4.2 products basket size. And this is 22.6 meters, and we have 4.7, almost 5 products. So you buy advertisement for one customer, and you kind of gain 5. This is the power of upselling. For sales analysis, we have a feature which we charge 2.8 thousand because we are asking for a commitment for 2 years for it. But we have a product, so where you can analyze your sales data alone. Now, about product visitation. And here, so it's about marketing. And here the problem or the complaint we get is that people are visiting the store, but they are only passing by the products. They don't visit the products. So this is a section of a store. This is a small area of a store. You see here, this is the aisle. This is the product area 1. And this is another product area 2. When you walk through the aisle and you are in this area, your eyes are mostly focusing on this point. This is a natural hotspot, and its function, or the function it should serve, is to attract people inside the product area. It should push people or pull people inside the product area. So what we did here with this customer was to analyze each article, each product, every product, the visitation of every product. We found the product that has the highest visitation and highest duration, so people spend more time with it. And we placed it without knowing what it is. We are not retailers. We don't know what it is. We just say, take this product and place it in this area. And this had as an effect to increase the visitation in the entire product area by 30%, and to increase the long-staying customers to this entire product area by 25%. This product, the entire product area, was generating an average of 6.5 euro per customer, per purchase, and it had a conversion rate of 13%. Because we increase the duration of this product area, we increase the conversion rate by 18%. So this product area now has a 15.4% conversion rate. And because we increase the number of visitors, now we have an additional 5,370 euro per month additional revenue for this specific customer, for this specific product area. The visitation analysis is our core product. This is what we mostly sell, visitation analysis, so the heat map practically. And this is indicatively, I have a price here which is close to 10,000, 9,590, and this includes 7 areas, 7 product areas that you want to scan. So 7 areas is most of the customers that we serve. Then we talk about cross-selling. I will tell you why it's operation manager. Because it's an operation, somebody wants to pass behind me, or is I see you already there. I see you already there. So the shopping carts help on increasing basket size. And what we do here is we count how many shopping carts are available. And when shopping carts are not available, then we trigger an alert to the company or to the people responsible to go and collect the shopping carts. We have here, I hope it is clear here, that during these durations, during these periods, there is no shopping carts available. And you see, when shopping cart availability drops to 50%, people buy almost 30% of what they would buy when there is availability of shopping carts during the entire day. So this 50%, what it says is half of the day, so this is time, half of the day, there was no shopping carts available. And this is happening more often than you think. So we talk about 3 times more sales just by better operations. We have a sensor for this. It's just a sensor you place in the shopping cart area that we charge for it 5,000 euro per year. Then we have the cross-selling. And this is, of course, for the sales manager. We have this product as an example. This is a small domestic appliance. And this can work very well as an anchor product. So people may go to the store just to buy this. But it also works very well as a product to be cross-sold. So what we did here was we measured how many transitions are from this product to every other product in the store by every visitor. So this data is this data. So every product and how many transitions are there. But we also know how many invoices, how many receipts include these products. The first observation, look how similar the two are. So I can already understand how many cross sales are going to happen by looking the cross visitation. But if we plot this data into one axis, one figure, so here we have the cross sales, and here we have the cross visitation, we start seeing patterns. And these patterns we call the visitor experience, the cross sales heaven, and the cross sales hell. Why? Because these products, they happen to be cross visited with product we examine, but they are not cross bought. These products, the people are cross buying them, but they don't have so high cross visitation. So they kind of fitting together no matter what. So you want to put them as far apart to increase the visitation to other products. These products, they are cross-visited, and the more cross-visited, the more cross-sort. So you want to increase visitations in order to increase cross-sales. And these other products, you can do nothing. This is why is cross-sales hell. You can do nothing. These products cannot be sold together. We did this analysis for this customer, for the entire store, for every product, and we generated a graph on how the store should be structured to increase all of those cross sales, but also sales in general. This is how the stores, and we had already estimations. We estimated how much the sales are going to be increased. For the product I just mentioned, we have increased cross sales 700%. I should mention that this store, it was renovated, so we were very lucky to have the store being totally renovated, and many of our suggestions were incorporated to the renovation. So we were able to measure before renovation and after. And you see, we increased the cross sales of this specific product by 700%. We, in general, increase for every product, we increase the basket size by 12%. So we increase cross sales in general by 12%. We increase the conversion of the store by 5.5%. The customers were also highly increased. So more people now going and buying when they were not buying before. And if we look every individual product, sales increase dramatically, 147%, 283%, 219%, 338%. So tripled sales, tripled again the sales. Cross sales and cross visitation, it was only increased or stay as it was. Even though we split products apart, we didn't have a reduction on cross sales. We had only increase on cross sales. Then the loyalty also is another feature that we should talk. This is to the HR, because better scheduling brings better loyalty. The people are loyal, the visitors, your customers are loyal because of the behavior of your own people. I will not speak about scheduling. This is a total different webinar we should organize, but I will speak about how to increase. And what we see here is from data again, that from different customers, different locations, we see that the more we increase the duration of staying, the more the loyalty increases from 4% to 14% return rate. So how often people return. Events that we have seen increasing the duration, so provide some consulting to your visitors, or organize events, provide food, provide drinks. You don't have to give them even for free. You can charge them, so people will stay longer if they have some water to drink in the store. And optimize layout, force people to go through the products. You can also create shortcuts, so the people who don't like this, they don't have to follow it. But if you create your store in a shape like a maze that increases the experience, let's say, it dramatically increases the duration. And as you can see, the loyalty. So the people like to have experience also during the store visit. Now, what effect does loyalty has through the data? Increased loyalty. So you see here from 11% to 15% increase conversion rate. So it's much easier to sell to loyal customers than to sell to first-time visitors or first-time customers. Through the webinar, I wish that we will have people who would like to adapt our products, and we have a bundle deal only for the webinar, which is on the cost of visitor analysis. We will offer all the four. So for 9,590 euro, we will offer all four products. So you will be able to analyze your sales, you will be able to analyze your catchment area, you will be able to get alerts with the shopping carts, and you will analyze 7 product areas. The summary of the webinar. So first, catchment area can increase your revenue and better tune your marketing budget. Passerby can be turned to visitors by better design of your shopping window. You can have more customer conversion by having more customer visitation. The customer flow can increase your product visitors and as a result your sales. And the basket size can increase your cross sales, so you can have customers buying more. Cross sales can also be affected by better store design, placing the products that they make more sense together and apart products that they make no sense. And loyalty can get your customers buying more. That was the webinar. That was the presentation I was very eager to present you. I hope I was able to pass the message, and I have a lot of time now to receive questions. Yeah. Don't hesitate to write questions. I see some questions here. So let me talk about the what we see here. So about our product. What is our product? So we don't focus. We are not focusing on cameras. We are maybe the only solution in the market that doesn't focus on cameras. We both started as researchers with Nikos from the Technical University of Munich, and we don't like the idea in general of using cameras because you cannot prove that your solution is anonymous, even if you don't aim to harm. Cameras is very hard to be proven that of anonymity. On the other hand, phones, they are designed with anonymity in mind. And phones are emitting signals, so they are constantly emitting signals. By sensing those signals, we can estimate the distance to the phone, and by sensing it from multiple angles, we can multi-angulate, we can multilaterate the location of the phone. As a result, we can track the location of a visitor. And this is what we see here. What we see here now is phones that you don't need to be connected. So your phone is emitting signals no matter what, even in aeroplane mode, the phone is emitting signals. And what you see here in the demo is phones that are not even used. And we have seen that the more the phones are used, the more often we can see them, for example. And so what you see here is a demo where we have 2 phones or more. I don't know how many did you show? 6 phones. So we have 6. We saw 6 phones that they pass by, and they are perceived by our sensors, which are located. We have the entire office. We have our sensors in the entire office, and they are perceived by our sensors. So what you see is the phones which are in the room. You will even hear, I suppose now. Okay, thank you.
I have a little question.
Fine. Thank you.
Excuse me, can you hear me?
Yes. Eduardo, yes.
You said that the sensors detect the cell phone signal. So in the heat map, you know how many persons or like cell phones are in a certain region, or like you have a unique ID from a cell phone, and then
Yes.
you can,
Let,
or you can see just like a little mass
no.
in a certain
Let me answer
area.
that. Let me answer your question. So the question, actually, the way you form the question is already strange because you are asking me, do you have a unique ID? So as a result, can you count how many unique people are in the area? So my answer is no, I don't have a unique ID, but yes, I can count how many unique people are in an area. And how? Each phone, we multilaterate and we construct a trajectory. So we generate a
Oh,
trajectory, how a phone is moving. So by the end of your visit, we are counting how many trajectories we see there. So no, we don't have a unique ID, and no, we don't need to violate anybody's privacy. And still, we can find how many unique visitors you have in your store. Pretty more unique, more unique than a camera, than this stereoscopic footfall cameras can, because a trajectory will be never confused throughout the store. And right now you see here, you can, if you count every circle in the screen, you can see the number of phones which are in the room. And you see also in the list in the table behind.
oh, cool. And another thing, let's say I'm water is some stuff that some material that interacts a lot with electromagnetic
Good
radiation.
question. Yeah.
So let's say I have an, a store that has a lot of these things that interact a lot with the electromagnetic radiation.
Mhm.
So the position, the how many sensors that are going to be allocated in this store is different. So it's needed a visit in the location to assess these points or not.
Yes. So this is very probably you know about signal emissions. Probably I imagine you are an engineer, and indeed, so the phones are emitting a microwave. Microwave we use in our ovens to heat the food because the water attracts, as you say, absorbs microwave. So when you have even when you have a lot of people, you have a lot of absorption from the signals. And my answer is that this is an AI technology. This is an ML, machine learning technology, and it continuously learning. So it continues improve its estimation. It is it performs better than a camera because when you have one human next to another human, you will still be able to perceive them because the signal, yes, some of it will be absorbed, but most of it will go through your body. A camera, if you have a tall guy next to a shorter one, maybe it can totally occlude it. But yeah, it is a solution with its also weaknesses. I wouldn't say that you become invisible. You cannot become invisible. So your phone, no matter what, is always. Maybe the frequency of can drop. We have some questions also in the chat. The data from Catchment Area are coming from partners. We are happy to connect you directly to our partners. We don't make money from the Catchment Area feature. This is just a feature we have in our dashboard to extend our functionality and to have a more complete solution, but through our partnerships. And we have different partners in different countries. Services just for shops, or do you consult municipalities, cities? We have more than 20 smart cities in Germany, and we have also several webinars already done. Webinar soon. Square meters, I would say that is not our target. 100 square meters, you can do very good analytics with a camera as well. So you need 5 cameras, and maybe you need 5 of our devices too. So you don't save so much. To give you an understanding, if you have 40,000 square meters, a million square feet, you will need 60 devices or 80 devices, depending on the resolution you want to obtain, and you will need a few thousands of cameras. So our solution is better for bigger areas, but 100 square meters, in principle, we will need 5 devices. This rule of thumb. It depends also if it is a square or if it is a very long rectangular. Do you work with conjunction with cashiers? And yes, we do. We have automated integration with POS systems to our dashboard. And this is what I meant by analyzing sales data. So you can bring your sales data directly to our dashboard and you can visualize them on a map with the cross sales and everything I presented. If you are interested, let's have a meeting to demonstrate you how this thing is working. If you don't want to do also live integration between your POS, you can also drag and drop in a CSV format your data to our dashboard. Are the price of the sensors included? Yes, everything is included. There is no hidden cost. Only the installation costs are not included, and usually the installation is done by the customer themselves. You don't need to hire experts. And oh, sorry, I thought I had stopped sharing, so you couldn't see Nikos before. I thought I had full screen Nikos. And second question, am I correct in assuming that since you are not using unique ID, it is not possible to identify return visitors? Actually, this is also not true. We are able to identify return visitors by just analyzing how often the patterns of phones are reoccurring. We have a scientific paper published just recently on how we do this, and I'm happy to share with you. So you can have the return rate in an anonymous manner. This is on the basis of differential privacy. This is a concept that was invented by Apple, without violating anybody's privacy and without getting any objection from data protection authorities. I know this because I reached out to data protection authorities and I asked. But we have this publication, happy to share with you. Also, jump to a meeting with me and happy to present you how we do it. If we are outside, what is an inhibition tech factor for the tech to work? Example, if you asked me this already. That question was asked already. What is the effect of water? I want to tell you, one of our customers is Chunky Airport. They have a waterfall inside. So we have tried everything hard that can be tried. You cannot. So of course, there are challenging environments, I don't say, and we have a lot of challenges, but we don't have the challenge, the obvious challenge that the camera has. So I have a piece of paper, and right now, where's the camera? And right now, you cannot see me. So a camera can be destroyed by just this. Our signals can penetrate through solid walls. The signals we sense. So, of course, we have our difficulties, but we don't have the same difficulties. Is there any other question?
Hello, George. My name is Flavio. I'm from Brazil, and I have a question. Would it be possible connect with a specific person? Like if I have some opt-in, can I talk with people and have a connection and provide some news, some promotion, or something like that?
Okay. I will. So I want to tell you that we are organizing an entire webinar about this. I don't want to spoil it, but I also want to tell you we will present a success case, a success story we just shared recently, where. So yes, the answer is explicit. If you handshake our firmware, our software, if you handshake with us, we can obtain your consent, and then yes, we can communicate with you. Okay, very important. Recently, what we did was there was this retailer. They have the physical store, but they have also the online store. In the online store, they provide affiliated link. So give it to influencer, YouTubers, and tell them if they buy from this link, you get a share on the revenue. And what we did we pretended to be these guys. So we start sending this affiliated link to everybody who opted in, which was tens of thousands of people. And we managed to generate revenue even when the store was closed from online sales. So the answer is explicitly yes. And there will be another webinar about this.
Nice, thank you.
I see some other also questions. Will you share the presentation? Yes, I'm happy to share. Also, the recording will we will follow up. We had many participants. I have to say, I was not expecting to have as many. Thank you all for coming. We thought that we would be alone, and let's record it and share it with the people if they don't come. But yeah, maybe we should do it.
George, congratulations. This is Sotiris.
Hi, Sotiris. Hi, Sotiris.
Hi. Amazing presentation, and new stuff that you have here, and great ideas. Excellent.
Thank you. Also, because I follow you, Sotiris, also your everything you do, you are a great innovator. Thank you so much. If you say this,
thank you very much, George.
Appreciate. I really appreciate.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Bogdan. How easy is the sensors to install? So can I have one? You are going to give me one? Oh, thanks. So by the way, I want to say now the two latest installations we had, both in US, we didn't install sensors at all. We installed only software. We install software in their existing Wi-Fi access points. We demonstrate live that this is not Wi-Fi tracking, but we can use a Wi-Fi access point as a sensor. So you may not have to install anything, any hardware. But if you want to install hardware, and I know there will be the next installation will be with hardware. This is the hardware we install, and it is just a USB-C. Okay. The sensor can send signals emitted by phones, but it has also an optical eye, if you see. This is not a camera, this is a LiDAR, so still anonymous, but it can count how many people pass under it. And you see that you can screw it on the ceiling, but you can also double-side tape it. It's very light. It's almost like a box of matches. And an installation, we have never used experts to install. It's not like a camera where you have to drill walls and place it properly. And if you place it a few centimeters on the right or on the left, you are gone. The signal is emitted uniformly throughout the space. Wherever our devices are, they can sense it. We have customers, they even install it over the ceiling. We don't suggest this, but even if you install it over the ceiling, we still perceive signals.
George, I have a question for you, a technical question. Sotiris again. You told me sometime that if the sensors are moving, we cannot find this. We don't have the same visibility. So the sensors have to be static somewhere. So let's say that we have 3 sensors on a drone. Let's say we cannot fly the drone. Yeah. Can you explain this if it's possible?
We have moving sensors. We have installed also in Greece, in Athens. We have installed with public OASA, the bus company, where the sensors was moving with the bus. We can detect the sensor location, and we could detect how many people are inside the bus. And if we do this through a drone, The sensor, by the way, the next generation of our sensors will all support this. They can do ranging between each other. And if we just know the location of one, we can estimate all the locations of the others. If we don't know the location of the one, the GPS location, then it will be a relative location. So instead of being exactly GPS coordinates, it will be 1 meter from compared to the starting sensor to the right, 1 meter. So we can do this.
Okay, that's very
we need to
interesting.
know at least one.
So if we have, for example, a square that we have an event and we don't have installed there, and we can fly some drones for, let's say, 2 hours, tethered drones or whatever, with your sensors being approximately stable, can we understand how many people are in the event in the square?
Yes, we have sensors that they are equipped with GPS. So the moment you will install them, we will know their location.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
We have great possibilities here. Okay.
Yeah, I love this idea. And we have tracked events. Our smart city customers, practically this way they use us. They use us to find how many people are visiting an event, and they use us also to see how many protesters are in the center of the city. So both bad and good.
Yeah. I mean, like in touristic places, we have events over the, like nights and stuff, and we need to actually understand, what's happening in order to actually not police, but take precautions in terms of accidents or whatever happen. So if you know that you have a lot of people there,
there is a partner.
You have also to have.
There is a partner there's a partner we have in UK. There's a partner we have in UK where they use hardware where we can even install firmware on it. So we don't need even the drone to carry our sensor. We can use the hardware of the drone to run firmware and use it to come. Yes. So this could also be a use case. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, George. Amazing.
Thanks. Ask me also hard questions. I don't mind if you. I don't know. I can also. I'm surprised why usually we get a question about GDPR, for example, and I want to say that we are very obsessed about privacy, and we ourselves voluntarily have hired TÜV, probably the most known European or maybe global also certification agency, to audit us, because we wanted to share with our customers that our data is fully anonymous. So this is, I want to clarify this, that we can provide to you a mathematical proof that you can share with any privacy bureau to prove that you don't do any dangerous analytics, any dangerous activities. Otherwise, thank you so much. We are almost in the top of the hour. If there is no question, I'm happy to give you this the last minutes. I really thank you so much.
One final question, George.
Yes.
One final question. Do you have a part of the API? Do you have any plans on integrating in your sensors any kind of plugins inside? Of course, audited by you or whatever, to extend the functionality of your sensors or your hardware or firmware?
There is this idea that our embedded had brought, where we will have an SDK, so you can program using our sensors. This is, by the way, all of the data, everything emitted, it is either can be captured by APIs, or it's broadcasted through MQTT, so you can just subscribe and obtain the data. I'm looking at Nikos. Nikos is sitting next to me, so I want to confirm.
Yeah.
But this is all open. Let's say we want to build.
Right.
We have partners that build their own use case on top. Also, is there any way to get alerts if too many people? this is the next webinar. Don't spoil it. Yes, there is. We have alerts for airports, for example. We trigger alerts when too many people are in the security area, and we can also, the push notification is also a form of alert. So if somebody goes over a product area, and let's say somebody goes over BOSS, the product BOSS, so you are in hardware, then we can yes, we can push an alert either to market or to operation, to do the better operations. Oh, that is not a question. I'm saying. There is
Thank
still,
you, thank you, thank you, thank you, George.
Thank you all. Thank you so much for coming. Also, it's really was very, very big surprise for me having so many people attending. I hope I deliver everything well. We will share the presentation. You can watch it again. Thank you so much all for coming.
Don't forget the prizes.
The prizes, yes. Text me PM everybody. Did you? I didn't check the chat, but I will share offline.
Okay.
Thank you, GP.
Thank you. Phil.
Thank you, George.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Grazie, Giorgo.
Who was he? Ευχαριστώ. Product updates for Ariadne. Now we go to product updates. Bye.